The Isle of Man, the world's deadliest motorcycle race by time. 10 years ago. Deadliest, hein? Dashcam, Stephen Cars is always scary enough.
I'm 28 just, and I race motorbikes for a living.
The Isle of Man TT race is the oldest race in motorcycle history. It is considered to be the hardest and most daring racing still allowed. In 107 years of racing, there have been 242 deaths. 4 deaths occurred this year.
That's a lot, huh? I mean, saying that's a lot, I don't know in comparison to like other motorsports, but that's a lot, and at the same time, it makes sense. Like, you have more chance of surviving in a car than on a bike, right? I mean, you know, there's no protection with the bike, you're thrown off, and, you know, you eat everything, so I guess it makes sense. Bike racing is something I know nothing about, yeah. Wow.
It's a street race. It's totally different to anything. We're racing on public roads, on super bikes with more than 200 brake horsepower, big sticky fat tyres on them.
Speed is just beyond insanity.
It's the best race on the planet.
The sound is so satisfying.
And it holds a big, strong place in my heart.
Riders complete 6 laps throughout the race, with each lap measuring 37.5 miles in length. With over 300 turns, competitors race at breakneck speeds, averaging 130 miles per hour.
Oh, hell no. Like, again, when it's normally filmed from an outside perspective, it's already scary enough, but these dashcam POV are just another thing entirely. Like, it really makes you, like, realize again, like, all of the landscape in front of you would absolutely murder you if you fly off the bike. I mean, that's terrifying. And we see car racing and just being in a car isn't safe either, but it's obviously more safe. You still have, like, the car, you know, to whatever level it's actually built, right? I mean, if you get an aluminium car like Group B Rally used to have, you're gonna die, but, you know, most of the car, you probably have something better that will actually take some of the impact and potentially save you. But here, you've got nothing. I mean, I'm guessing the suit is still, like, to an extent protective, but more for, like, maybe scraping or something. Like, an impact is not gonna be stopped or anything.
There's no... I suppose that you could say there's a little bit of fear, but, like, that's... To me, I think I see that as a good thing. It settles you when you're riding. You know, you're riding
fear is important, yeah.
There's a line you don't cross, you know, and I think that fear sort of controls that a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to, you know, obviously with the danger side of it, you can be hurt and worse. Let's be realistic here, you know. There's been some severe things that happen, you know, and sometimes it doesn't have to be the individual's fault, you know.
I'm sure there must be some crash compilation, but I assume most of this are probably pretty fucked up because... Okay, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Yeah, I was gonna say, because, yeah, like, I assume most of the time they crash, they don't survive. Or they get, like, you know, disabled for life, right? Ain't no way. It's really like you can't make a mistake.
Well, 2010 I had a big smash at the veranda on the mountain
Was
road.
it in?
On the TT course. I lost the front end at 150 plus mile an hour.
So I guess he didn't die.
Over a hillside and cartwheeling down a hill.
Ragdolling.
And yeah, next thing I knew, I was in hospital with a broken back, dislocated knee, and a bust arm. You know, it's pretty horrendous, but
yeah,
that was that. And
yeah,
this is now,
you're lucky.
it's all behind me, and something I've forgotten about really, and you know, it's took a lot of getting back from, to be honest. It's took a lot of strength, physically and mentally, to get through it, and hopefully I'll start seeing the fruits of my labours.
Whoa, that's no style.
Now we'll see.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, first thing they were seeing this is that this is stupid, but at this point in my life, like, when I was younger, I would say stuff like this about extreme sport like this, but now I'm kind of like, maybe a bit of the opposite direction. It's like, I do think that, you know, people should have the freedom to do this kind of sport, this kind of extreme stuff, even cave diving, you know, for example, that like terrifies me. Like, if someone wants to do it, they're an adult and they're sound of mind, they just want like the thrill of the extreme sport, then let them do it. I don't know. And obviously, I'm sure watching something like this, kind of like some of the more extreme racing, where you know people might die, it's kind of part of the fun, as fucked up as it is to say, right? Like, you know, this isn't a simple race, it's a life and death kind of race. I mean, you know, I understand the appeal a lot more than I did. Like, if I'd watched this video like years ago, I might have said, this is so dumb, why would you risk your life like this? But I understand the appeal now. Yeah.
Not
that I would do anything like this myself.
I feel alright. All I do, I don't get carried away with predictions or anything like that, or any of that old nonsense. It's just whatever I'm feeling on the day. If I feel good, you know, I'll push, because my bike's good. The Honda Fireblade is a brilliant bit of kit, and you know, I'd love to do myself and the team justice by getting a good result tomorrow, you know, and there'll be no one trying as hard as I am.
Needs no build-up from me. Here we go, the PokerStars Senior TT, the big race of the week. 1 minute, less than 55 seconds to go, as the top boys are now paddling these magnificent machines towards the start line on Glen Country Road. Next away, number 10. 10 is Connor Cummins. The Ramsey rocket is launched down towards Spray Hill on the Honda.
So it's not the kind of race where they race at the same time. Yeah. I guess it's just you race one by one and it's whoever has the best time.
26.38 miles ahead.
I mean, it's commentating from the cemetery. Damn. Is that not a battle man?
And Connor Cummins is on Glen Crutchy Road now.
I wonder what kind of speed that was, for example, like myself, the highest speed I've ever been in, you know, controlling something was in my car where I was like at 160 or something. Between 160 and 70, I had a car I was trying to see like how fast I could go, and you know, countryside I used to live in, there was like a very long road at one point, basically pretty empty place, right? And yeah, I was trying to see how far I could go, and you know, I'd gone for like, you know, before I'd gone to like 130 or something for like highways, but never past that, and yeah, it was terrifying. Like, you know, holding the wheel and knowing that, yeah, like if I just have a spasm and do something like this, I'm just gonna die. So already, yeah, 160 was terrifying, and I'm assuming that like they're going much faster than 160 kilometers or anything like that. I'm guessing they're going well past 200, and again, like completely exposed. That's the terrifying part.
Slots into second place. You can see all the BMW boys.
Wait, no, so yeah, they're racing together.
Their charge. There is Connor Cummins slowing up. Connor is in second, 14 seconds down.
Throughout a grueling race, Connor Cummins is in a battle for first place against Michael Dunlop. Despite a neck-and-neck race, Connor comes in second.
Damn.
No one's forcing anyone to do this race at all. No one's forcing me to do it. I want to do it. I'm fully aware of what goes on. It's down to me. Everyone else is the same. There's not one man in that paddock who's signed up because they have to. It's because they want to. It's as simple as that.
I'm also assuming this isn't like massive, right? I don't know, but they, this is clearly a passion thing, and a love of the thrill, because I don't think they're making a ton of money even if they win, I assume. This doesn't seem like a super big money-making sport.
No, at the end of the day, I'd only stop if I stopped enjoying it. If I wasn't enjoying my racing, then this place is not the place to be riding a motorbike. All I could probably say is, they were doing something that they loved, riding a motorbike and enjoying themselves. It's very easy for me to sit here and say that. I wouldn't like to be in anyone's position who's grieving right now. But hopefully they would take some kind of comfort in the fact that they were enjoying themselves and
yeah, they died doing what they wanted. I mean, I believe in that. They chose to do it, so hopefully we can think they died doing what they wanted. I think that's fair. Alright. Nice. I'm glad I finally watched this. I feel like I've seen this in my YouTube recommendation on and off for like 2 years. Like, it kept showing up at random. Okay, really great one. Really interesting video. I mean, I love men. It seems like madness. Yeah. Already that one crash that they showed was enough for me. I feel like most of the crash you would find on Live Leak, not on YouTube, right? Man, crazy sports out there, but again, if people enjoy it and want to do it, and, they do it of their own volition, whatever, right?